County Commissioner, we have the 4th district that's going to be open, and Liz Sierawski is here to introduce herself to all of us. Well, we'll get right to it. Nice
Sure.
to meet you.
Nice to see you, Pat.
Again.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Why did you decide to run for this office?
For this office, I have always planned to run for office. 29 years ago, I married my husband. I married into a Democratic family. My husband's father had run for office a couple of times. My husband is also a politician. He's a judge in town here.
Oh.
And 20 years ago, 18 years ago was elected, but 20 years ago first ran, and I'm a nurse. So my job and my calling and my vocation is to advocate for those that cannot advocate for themselves. So I look to find solutions and problems for those that can't speak for themselves, and that's what I've always done, and that's what I do. I work right now as a home care nurse. I'm an administrator, and I hate that name. I hate that role. I hate that title because I always tried. My supervisor tries to pigeonhole me into being more of a business person. I say, no, my patients come first. They come first before the business comes first, and that's how I approach everything I do in my life. So I look for ways to solve problems, and I've always intended on running for an office. Not quite this soon. Dave Flynn was supposed to stay in office a little while longer, and I know we probably all feel that way a little bit because he's a young gentleman.
Yeah.
He does such a fine job. But when he called me before he announced that he was going to not run again, he notified me and let me know that he was resigning. I knew it was my time to take up that mantle, and so that's why I'm running specifically for this office. I plan to run for county commissioner, and then I'm going to jump right into that next question.
Okay.
What are my qualifications? I was a charter commissioner 8 years ago. I helped write the charter that Commissioner Miller did mention. We wrote and worked on quite extensively that county constitution,
Okay.
the ethics committee, the ways in which the county executive and the commissioners would then work together to make sure that there was a balance of power, that there was checks and balances, so that we would then go forth as a community and make sure that we had a much better balance both of power and then balances to expand our community and go forward. And that is what I think will help me as a county commissioner to better understand both
The process.
process and the roles,
Okay.
both of the executive and the county commissioner.
Yes, okay. What do you feel will be the biggest issues you'll face in your first year in office?
Well, still in Macomb County, we still have issues with the economy, and we still need to make sure that we are, as commissioners, specifically for commissioners, that we are supporting and making sure that our services that we are providing the best services we can to our citizens and our constituents. So that's I think our biggest issue. Budgets are always trying to be shaved and cut from the state because we make sure as county commissioners that we distribute the money that the state provides for us.
Okay.
So we need to try to make sure that those constituents are given the best bang for their buck that they can get.
Well, there you go. That
Yeah.
sounds good. What does being a Democrat mean to you?
And it goes back to who I am and what I am as a nurse.
Right.
It means supporting the people that are vulnerable, that cannot speak for themselves. Those that can speak for themselves, we need to make sure that we rally together. As Democrats, we do support, and we are the people that take up the torch maybe of the people that are the working class, or with the teachers. They're there for the kids. We need to make sure that we're not for big business so much. We're there to promote our economy, absolutely, but we're there for the people that cannot speak for themselves as much.
Okay,
So.
that's good. And how will you apply these democratic principles to the new position?
Well, as obviously, I'm going to be making sure that those that are vulnerable are heard, that their rights and that their needs are met to the
Right.
best of our abilities.
So often they don't know what's available.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful.
Okay, so good.
You've answered all of them. You
Okay,
did a
very
great
good.
job. Thank you
Pat.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you.